Texas wheat fields, this Caleb Kane climbed on his aging horse. Once he was a gunslinger known across the frontier, but the years had slowly changed his course. He became a farmer, a man of steady hands, with a wife, 2 sons, and a house of pine, until 6 dark riders came one cold and moonless night and took away everything that was his. So he rode westward through the dust and rain, with every killer's name burned deep inside his soul. 6 men, 6 towns, 6 judgments waiting, and his old 6-shooter was the law he chose. I know that hell was waiting somewhere down the trail, but vengeance was the only road he'd see. And thus began the final ride of Caleb Kane across the land that made and buried men like he. The first one lived in Tombstone behind saloon doors, silver on his boots and fear behind his eyes. Caleb found him at a poker table after sundown. One shot rang out and another outlaw died. The second hit in Deadwood among gamblers and thieves, surrounded by armed men every night. 3 bullets tore through Caleb's shoulder in the gunfight, but the killer kissed the dirt before daylight. So he rode westward through the dust and rain, with every killer's name burned deep inside his soul. 6 men, 6 counts, 6 judgments waiting, and his old 6-shooter was the law he chose. In Dodge City, number 3 stood waiting by a station, a hard man whose reputation crossed the plains. The duel lasted no longer than a heartbeat, and Caleb's bullet roaring into his name. Number 4 was hiding down in Abilene, where the railroad cut a line across the sky. But the knife was driven deep into Caleb's side, and he bled for days as the miles rolled by. The 5th man lived near Santa Fe in secret, under a false name, far from judge or jail. But guilt leaves tracks like hoofprints in the desert, and Caleb found them at the end of every trail. His hair turned gray upon those endless highways. His left arm felt as heavy as a stone, but every scar still carried names he cherished and pushed him onward when he rode alone. The 6th man waited in El Paso by the border, the leader of that bloody cursed attack. Both men stood silent in the empty street at noon, where the sun leaves nowhere left to hide your back. Neither spoke of mercy, guilt, or forgiveness, for some debts can only be paid in lead. Same brief instant, and silence filled the world when all was said. Caleb shot went straight and true and keyed the killer's heart, but his enemy's bullet found him too. Both men fell together in the ghetto dust beneath the sky so white and blue. 6 killers had fallen on the road of retribution, and the score was finally settled in the end. The farmer died where the gunslinger returned, with his family's names upon his breast. And when the wind blows through Tombstone and Deadwood and down the streets of Dodge City late at night, they still tell the tale of Caleb Kane and his last ride, who hunted 6 murderers and made things right. For some heroes never make it back home, yet their stories never fade away. And somewhere beyond the final sunset's glow, his family was waiting there that day.